To attach our ribbing, we will first need to arrange them on our avatar in the 3D window. From there, you can turn off your arrangement points as well as your avatar. You can also open your options menu to unfreeze your pattern pieces. Moving on to stitching. You can use segment sewing to first stitch your side seams quickly in 3D. But for the bottom edge seam, I recommend using the free sewing tool in the 2D window. When you've completed stitching on both sides, select your ribbing pattern pieces and we'll make some preliminary changes in our property editor. Let's bring additional thickness up to 1.5 and particle distance down to 10. From here, we can simulate to see how things are looking. Perfect. Okay, now let's make a facing. Select both front and back patterns in the 2D window, then copy-paste them onto your workspace. You'll see a duplicate appear in your 3D window as well. Use the segment sewing tool from here to stitch the top and bottom edges to the main piece. In 3D, you can then reposition your pieces underneath the exterior or superimpose under. Then, simulate. It looks like we're having some minor collision issues here, so let's head over to our Set Sublayer tool in 2D to make sure the system knows which layer is on top versus bottom. Okay, problem solved. Let's zoom in on the interior pieces here to get a good look at our facing. Looks good. So let's go to our options menu and flip normal here to get the full effect of a rolled hem. Since that worked out so great in the hem, let's go ahead and try the cuffs. First, we'll unfreeze them in the 3D window. Then, you can grab that segment sewing tool to stitch the top edge to the sleeve opening and the side seams. Do that for both sides. From here, you can simulate. We're going to need to make the same adjustments in the properties of the cuff pieces that we made earlier with the bottom hem. Bring the particle distance down to 10 and additional thickness to 1.5. Now, let's copy paste our cuff pieces to get a facing, and from here, we can go ahead and stitch our edges together. Looks like we're running into some issues with our hem piece here, so let's head over to our Set Sublayer tool one last time and turn those plus signs on our arrows into a minus just by clicking on it. That should reverse our previous action and turn it back to normal. Now, just as a precaution, let's set the sublayer for the cuff so the system knows that the top layer stays on top. Okay, now we're ready to flip our facings in the 3D window. If we zoom in here, it looks good, but still a little stiff. So I think I'm going to select both top and facing pieces and bring the particle distance down even further. Let's do 5. Okay, so it did the same thing as the hem with the sublayer, so let's reset it just like before. Awesome. That did the trick. Now let's try the other side. We'll first bring the particle distance down to 5. And we're going to reset that sublayer in a sec, but first, let's flip our facing piece. Okay, last step. We set our sublayer and simulate. Looks good. The only thing that's not quite working for me here still is that hem piece. We may have gone a little too low on the particle distance there, so let me bring that back up to 15 and simulate to see if I can get rid of some of these ripples. Alright, that looks better already, but with a little tug here and there, you will have the perfect ribbed 3D hem.